beloveds. Are we? Well, maybe. It just glitched, so I'm like, good morning, beloveds. Because, it seems weird. All right. It is Monday. And yesterday was kind of a long day. Not a bad one, but, just long. All right. We are in Science Mind Text, Part 5 from the Teaching of Jesus. And we are starting on 455 with fasting and prayer from Matthew 17:21. We are not to suppose that the physical act of fasting or the metaphysical act of prayer can move the throne of grace to a kindness which is otherwise withheld. God plays no favorites, and the law of the universe cannot reverse its own nature. Fasting and prayer often do bring our thoughts closer to reality, not because of the fasting or the prayer, but because they open up greater fields of receptivity in our minds. If one wishes to embody an ideal and is willing to give up all else to attain it, then they are fasting and praying. They are sublimating an old idea with a new one and a better one. If they are willing to abstain from the old and cling to the new, then they are giving greater reality to the new, and in this way contacting the law from a more affirmative angle. A steadfast determination to attain some purpose, the letting go of all that opposes it, a complete reliance upon the law of good, and an unqualified trust in spirit. This is the true fasting and real prayer. The scientist, in profound thought and meditation before their problem, deserting all to solve it, is praying a true prayer to the principle of their science. The poet, waiting in silence of their own soul for inspiration, is praying that they may invoke poetry. We had that problem on Sunday, so what? Okay. I'm going to start back over with the poet. The poet, waiting in the silence of their own soul for inspiration, is praying that they may invoke the spirit of poetry to their listening ear. The sculptor, chiseling at their marble, contemplating the beauty to be brought forth, prays to their god of art, and the farmer, kneeling beside the cabbage patch, trusts in the natural law of good to bring the seed to harvest. We live in a fasting and praying world, but often we do not read the signs aright. We are too used to the outward sign to realize its inward significance. The world is much better than it knows or it feels itself to be. Okay, I just wanted to check and make sure there wasn't something on the next page, because he caught me yesterday. And the very first line where he said, in the very first paragraph where he talks about it doesn't change the throne of grace. Fasting and praying does not change God. It does not change the nature of God. It does not change whether or not God is going to answer your prayer. Okay? What fasting and praying does is it changes the faster and the prayer. Okay? And that's one of the things that we talk about with praying and treatment, and that's why we do it in an affirmative sense, because when we do it, it changes us. It brings us more into alignment with the divine. It's one of the reasons why, Jesus wasn't an ascetic. He didn't advocate fasting. There are a whole lot of people who, for a variety of reasons, cannot fast. If they have blood sugar issues or medical issues, or God forbid, a pregnant woman can't fast. In Islam, they have Ramadan, where they fast from daybreak to, evening, from sunrise to sunset. And they don't even drink water. And they don't do it to please God. They do it to remind themselves of, one, the reality of the people in their communities that don't have anything, and to remind themselves how blessed they are, and how they can help, why it's important to help others, and to remind themselves of the goodness and bounty of God. It's, but pregnant women aren't expected to do it because it would be harmful to both the woman and the child. If they, I'm sure diabetics are not expected to do it because, again, it would be harmful. So there's no inherent, whatever word it was that I wanted, there's no inherent piety in fasting, which is why he turns to, it's like, look, it's not about giving up food. It is about giving up the old ideas and leaning into the new. You are fasting from what wasn't working and leaning into what is working. So there's no piety in not eating. All right? And it doesn't change, praying doesn't change God. It changes you. And that's why it's so important. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Healing the lunatic. Oh, well. This is Matthew 17:14 through 19. What majesty and might do we see in the calm words of Jesus? Bring him hither to me. No doubt is here, no sense of approaching failure, no lack of trust in the perfect law which governs all. And Jesus rebuked the devil, and he departed out of him. Surely this lesson should teach us that evil is but an obsession, and from the standpoint of eternal reality. Yep, it glitched again. Okay. Surely this lesson should teach us that evil is but an obsession, and from the standpoint of eternal reality, a complete illusion. Can we cast out evil from our thought if evil were a real entity or had actual power? The answer is self-evident. We could not. Evil flees before reality and to the mind which knows it. Evil is not. Which is just a reminder that we don't believe in evil as a power. What we do believe in evil, there's evidence of it all around. I'm about to quit this because it keeps kicking me off. All right. Evil is not a power in and of itself. It is a misuse of the power we already have. And like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and quit because it keeps kicking me off and I ain't having this. It gets frustrating and I don't want you to miss anything. And yeah. So short one today, just simply because the internet is being the internet, being a little touchy. So we will pick up on 456 tomorrow in this with as little children. So that'll be good. We still got plenty of ways to go. Yeah, there's still another 20 pages to go. We'll be in, or they're almost 30 pages. We'll be in this for a little while. All right. So there's that. I'll just give you the housekeeping and hopefully I can get through the housekeeping before it tries to disconnect me again. I'm just going to remind you that one of the ways that you can support the center is to engage with our social media. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark. I am the running Reb Ryan on the social medias that I am on. So please go like, subscribe, follow, share, and comment. It bumps us in the algorithms. We appreciate it. If you would like more information about the center, what you can do is go to the website, which is creativelife.org, or go to the, we have a constant contact email, email info@creativelife.org. It is there's a real person doing it. So you get one email a week unless something unusual happens. And the hot links are hot. If it says click here now, it'll take you right to the information you want or the person that can help you get it. We've been hawking that sacred activism, and that link to get that Zoom is in that email. So feel free to do that. All right. And now I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day. A get this week started on the right foot day, a make your lists day, a check stuff off your list day, a drink plenty of water day, a stay out of the heat day, a be aware of the sun day, a cuddle your fur babies day, a call a friend day, do what you need to do day, a give yourself a break day, a prayerful day, a good day, and if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. Simply have a day. You are enough just as you are. You are a beloved expression of the divine. You are a brilliant light, a divine spark, spirit in motion, God in action, or, as Reverend Jesse likes to say, you are a godly. All right, beloveds. When I created the service yesterday, I had to take 3 different pieces. It kicked us off the internet. We couldn't reconnect. We logged into a hotspot and then it kicked us off and we couldn't reconnect. So we ended up just recording it. But fortunately, this time I was able to get the recording up. So if you want to see the Sunday service without having to go to 3 different videos, go to the YouTube. If you'll scroll back, maybe a post, you'll see the YouTube link. You'll see the glitches in there where we got kicked off, but you know, we tried to reconnect as quickly as we could. And we did stop Jesse on one of them. It's like, hang on. So, yeah. But so there's the power of the YouTube. All right. But Reverend David will be on around 5 p.m. with you. I'll be back with you around 9 a.m. tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved, and I will see you next time.